Come on in, pre-Ks. Find a spot you like a lot. 1, 2, 3. Find a spot you like a lot. Listen to me. Find a spot you like a lot. 3, 2, 1. Find a spot you like a lot. Let's have some fun. I hope you had as much fun yesterday at the taste test as I did. That's always one of my favorite days of the year, making sure our tongues are working properly. And mine was. We had some great taste yesterday. The sun went down and came up on a brand new day. Let's see what happens after Thursday. If you said Friday, you are correct. Friday, Friday, Friday's at the end of the week. Yes, it's Friday, Friday. Friday's at the end of the week. A weekend's coming around the corner because Monday, Tuesday, there, school days. Wednesday, Thursday, more school days. Friday is the last school day. The S days come, the weekend's here. You don't have to go to school. Nobody has to worry about schoolwork on the S days, and I want you to relax. Get outside, stay in your pajamas if you want. Don't even turn on your computer or iPad. You should be able to enjoy the weekend. But during the week, I expect my pre-Ks to get up, get dressed, and get busy. Max sent you a special checklist last week. I want you using it. Take a picture of it and send it to Kathy so I know how hard my pre-Ks are working. Checking off all those 4 videos I want you watching every single day. Reading books, workbooks, Jeopardy, academics, music. Those are all the ones that I want you to watch every day. And then you can pick if you want to do a story, a guest reader, or an art project. Colette has great projects for you. Morning stretches, those we need to do at least 3 times a week. And Max's new art gallery. Those are all things you can watch as well. Remember, Mom and Dad have work to do during the work week, not on the S days. Then they can spend some more time playing with you. But you need to be able to work independently, especially on your workbook and watching those videos. You shouldn't need any help. And now Kathy is finishing the pages, so you put it on pause, and then you finish the page, I finish the page, and whoop, we check the answers together. So Mom and Dad don't even have to do that anymore. I want my pre-Ks working hard in the yard Monday through Friday so we can play on the S days. Last time I saw you was the number 14. I bet you know what comes after 14. Now the teams aren't so tricky. After 14 is 15, 15. When there's a 1 in the front seat and a 5 in the back seat. 1, 5, 1, 5. There's your 15. The 15th day. We're halfway through that month of May. I was walking through the park one day. Merry, merry month of May. I was taken by surprise by 2 blue, brown, or green eyes while walking through the park one day. And the sun is out, a little bit breezier than I'd like. I'm hoping that the second half of May is going to be a little bit more sunny and warm. Weekend coming up. I can't wait. So many fun things happening in May. Let's see what our family is today. Mix 'em up, mix 'em up, mix 'em up, mix 'em up, mix 'em up. We're gonna mix 'em high, mix 'em low, mix 'em behind my back. Mix 'em, mix 'em, mix 'em, mix 'em up. We're gonna mix 'em, mix 'em, mix 'em, mix 'em up. Let's see what family we're putting together today. Remember, you need a vowel and a consonant. Put them together, and you've got a word, family. You've got a vowel, A-E-I-O-U, sometimes Y, and a consonant, all the other letters. Put them together, you've got a word, family. Our word family today is the E-T family. The E-T family. Let's make some rhymes in the E-T family. There's net with an N. Set, a set of blocks with an S. Forget with an F. Wet and let and bet in the E-T family, and a pet. Net, set, pet, forget, wet, let in the E-T family. And let's not forget the pledge to the flag. That's a holiday coming up next week we're going to be talking about, where we're going to learn more about our flag and what makes it special as we get ready for our next holiday coming up, Memorial Day. We'll find out what that means and why the flag is so special for that holiday. Take your right hand and put it on your heart. Let's say the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag, this flag for the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Well, today we're having a test. Yes, that's right. Sometimes when you finish a unit, you have a test. Next year in kindergarten, you're going to be hearing about a test. We've done spelling tests on Friday here at Pied Piper School. We've done unit tests before, where we find out how much we remember, how much went into our brain about our subject of the week. And this week we were talking about 5 senses have I. Start with the eyes. You use your eyes for seeing, your ears for hearing, your nose for smelling, your tongue, ooh, that's my favorite, for tasting, your fingertips and your skin. That's 5. Then we're done. So we learned about those 5 senses this week, and I thought today we'll have a little bit of a test, a quiz. I'm going to tell you a story, and then you're going to listen to what this person's doing in the story and tell me which is the most important sense that they are using. Now, we found out in our workbook this week that sometimes you're using only one sense, but sometimes you're using all 5 of your senses. But in this particular test, I want you to think about which one of the 5 senses is the most important to answer the question. Is it going to be the nose, or the skin within, or the ear, the tongue, yum yum, or your eyes? Well, we have 5 senses, and we're going to see which one you're using today. So, the story is going to involve a child, and the child is doing something, and then you have to figure out exactly which one of those senses the child is using. Are you ready? Here we go. This is a story about Brianna. Now, Brianna is sitting outside. She's on her front steps, and she's sitting there. Maybe she's looking at a book or talking to her brother or sister. And all of a sudden she says, "Hey, the ice cream truck is coming." How did she know? Which sense told her so? All right, think. She knows the ice cream truck is coming. She's using her, did you say, ear? It's very clear that Brianna's using her ear. The ear hears, and she probably heard that bell all the way down the street. My children could always hear it, and now my grandchildren know. Money, we need money. The ice cream truck is coming. And it's your ear that tells you so before you see it, but you're not going to smell it or taste it or touch it, but your ear will tell you so first. Good job. All right, now this is a story about Ryan. Ryan's outside on his driveway, and he's riding his bike back and forth, and he comes up to the steps and he says to his sister, "I bet those chocolate chip cookies that we were baking are done." Now, he's out on the front step. He just came out the driveway. How does he know those chocolate chip cookies that you put in the oven 10 minutes ago are done? What told him so? Think. Did you say your nose? Your nose knows, definitely. You can tell when something is cooking. When you come into the kitchen before dinner or before lunch, you can smell those smells long before you taste them. Sometimes your nose and your tongue work together so that your nose gets you ready for those delicious chocolate chip cookies and how they're going to taste. I bet you got that one right. Let's try another one. This is a story about Michael. He's out on the swings, and then he says to his sister, "That's Mom. We have to run in for dinner." How did he know if he was outside on the swings that it was time for dinner? Think. What told him? Did you say your ears? Sure. Mom's calling at the back door. Dad's hollering for you. Your ears tell you long before you see Mom there. Your ears hear those sound waves that come out the door, and you know it's time for dinner. It's your ears. It's very clear. Let's try another one. This is a story about Anthony. Anthony sits down to have his dinner, and he says, "Oh, Mom, Dad, these French fries are too salty." How did he know that it was so? What told him? Do you know? Did you say his tongue? Yes, your tongue tells you if it's too salty, too sweet. I don't know if anything can be too sweet, too sour, too bitter. It'll tell you if it's something you don't want to eat. When those taste buds get moving and activated, your tongue will tell you so. Good job. All right, this is a story about Declan. Declan's doing his Pied Piper work at home. He's got his iPad going there, and he says, "Wait a minute, this isn't Jeopardy!" How did he know that it was so? How did he know it was the wrong video? Maybe he put on the Yellow Room video. Maybe he was watching the art gallery. How did he know it was so? Did you say his eyes? That's why he used his eyes. And when we started the unit on senses, Kathy said that I thought the eyes was your most important of your senses. That would be the one that I would miss the most when I woke up in the morning if it was still dark like it was when I was sleeping. We use our eyes all the time. All right, let's do another one. This is a story about Jordan. Jordan climbs into bed and he said, "Wait a minute, my blanket, something's not right here." Maybe Mom put it in the wash or Dad put it in the dryer. How would he know something was different on his blanket? Did you say your skin? Yes, your skin sends the message within. Oh, the blanket's scratchy. It was in the dryer too long. Your skin will tell you that something's too hot. Something's too cold. That shot from the doctor does not feel good. Sunburn does not feel good, but a hug does. Your skin sends that message to your brain within. All right, let's do another one. This is a story about Melina. Melina's sitting on her deck and she said, "Ooh, there must have been a skunk out here last night." What told her it was so? Did you say her nose? Yes, your nose tells you all kinds of important things. If a baby's diaper needs to be changed, if the garbage needs to go out, if the dinner doesn't smell so good, the nose is the one that knows. All right, one more. This is a story about Madison. Madison goes out on her deck, but she doesn't put her shoes on, and she thinks it's going to be okay, but she says, "Ouch, ouch, ouch. This is too hot." What told her so? You got it, your skin. Your skin will tell you if things are too hot. If you get too cold while you're sleigh riding, your skin tells you go on inside and warm up. Your skin will tell you you're too hot. It'll tell you to put on some sunscreen. All your five senses are very important. And we're going to be talking next week about what happens if they don't work. Well, you know, my eyes don't work as well as yours. That's why I need glasses. Some of our senses don't work as well as others. But some people have senses that don't work at all. And that's very hard. Those people have to work so much harder at all the things we do normally. We're going to be talking about them next week. People whose senses don't work as well as you and me. And this story's called Your Five Senses. Let's see what happens. By Bobby Katz. Seeing, hearing, taste, smell, touch. You may not think about them very much. I don't think we did before this week, right? They're your five senses, and they do some superhuman things for you. Learn about them, and you'll say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hooray! 1, you see with your eyes. 2, you hear with your ears. 3, you taste with your tongue. 4, you smell with your nose. 5 you touch with your fingers and skin. Eyes will help you find your way from home to school and back each day. The light is red, eyes tell your feet you better wait to cross the street. Eyes let you see green grass, blue skies, the fish that swim and the birds that fly. When you see candles on a cake, you know you have a wish to make. Ears hear what friends and family say, or footsteps as they come your way. Your cats meow, your puppies bark. Your ears hear even when it's dark. Ears hear the whack when the ball meets bat. A whispered secret, your ears hear that. Ears hear the pop of bubble gum and the rat-tat-tat-tat of beating a drum. Wouldn't it be a terrible waste to eat fresh corn you could not taste? Your tongue's a detective, it sends you tips, and the food that passes your lips. Taste buds give your tongue the power to know a lemon's very sour. Pretzels are salty, ice cream sweet, your tongue tells you what's good to eat. It whiffs, it sniffs, ka-choo, it blows. What lets you smell your nifty nose? It tells you what the cook is making, that an apple pie is baking. Sour milk, some stinky cheese, dirty socks, ripe strawberries. Is that a skunk? Is that a rose? You get the answer from your nose. Your skin lets you know feathers tickle. Wool is itchy, sharp, thorns prickle. Have you picked up a hot potato, an ice cube, or a squashed tomato? Toes feel soft moss on the ground. Hands know an apple's smooth and round. Skin lets you tell the summer breeze and says a teddy's nice to squeeze. Now here's a game that's fun to play. Let your 5 senses lead the way. What is noisy? What is quiet? What's so sweet you'd love to try it? What is red? What is bright? What is round and very light? What is cold? What is hot? What is soft and what is not? What is bumpy? Can you tell? What things have an awful smell? What is wet and what is dry? What might you see in the sky? Seeing, hearing, tasting, touch, smell, that winning team that serves you well deserves a cheer, so let's all say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hooray! What a great ending to our unit on the 5 senses. And next week we start a brand new unit, when things in your body do not work. Come and join me on Monday.